Welcome to Get Your Mind Right. Today, we're diving into your questions and insights in our mailbag segment. Thanks to everyone who wrote in. Let's open up the mailbag.
Welcome to Get Your Mind Right, the world's only podcast devoted to digital marketing and merchant services professionals. Well, hey, the calendar on the wall tells me it's Friday, and that can only mean one time. Time for another episode of Mailbag, where we're diving into the big questions that are shaping the industry right now. And today I'm pulling in three heavy hitters. First one is from Dawson Dimmett, who's asking where the industry is trending. Are dual pricing, ISVs, and small referral partners still the only game in town? Or are there new avenues for agents to add value and stay ahead of the curve? My next question comes from Gannon Lang from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And Gannon wants to turn the Wayback Machine to talk about the dawn of the Buyer's Choice program and the impact it had when it first dropped. Was it a game changer or just another option in the lineup? And last, we've got Jona Seaton from Boonville, and Jona's weighing in on the industry shakeup. How will Global Payments' acquisition of WorldPay impact the market? Is this a good thing, or is it about to get rocky? So grab your coffee, get your mind right, and let's get into it. Our first one is from Dawson Dimmett, and Dawson effectively wants to know, where is the industry trending? Well, Dawson's question is right on the money. The industry is evolving and is evolving fast. We've seen major trends over the last few years, and now it's no longer a matter of just keeping up. It's about staying a step ahead. And the first thing is about dual pricing. It is still dominant, but it's not the only play. Now, a few years ago, we hammered home the fact that dual pricing was the route to take. And we were right. Dual pricing was a game changer, no doubt about it, and it still is. It's provided merchants a way to recoup processing fees while giving agents a strong value proposition. But here's your catch. Dual pricing is no longer a shiny new toy. Everybody's offering it. And now the edge comes from how you package it. Here's some examples. Combine your dual pricing with level 2 and level 3 data capture. If you're selling to a B2B merchant, they're already paying high rates on commercial cards. Show them how to cut those rates while driving your margin through level 2 and level 3 data capture. When you combine ACH functionality with this, you're providing that merchant a bridge that's going to get you a lot closer to a yes. The next thing is ISVs and small referral partners. These are the new multipliers. The next wave was ISVs, what I saw in the business. These are independent software vendors. If you weren't aligning with a software vendor to capture payments through SaaS Pro platforms, you were behind. But now it's not just about ISVs. It's about the whole ecosystem of small referral partners. Think about niche marketing agencies like CRM platforms and accounting software. These guys are the new gatekeepers. Here's an example. If you're working with a marketing agency that services fitness studios, position yourself as the payment processing and digital marketing expert who could not only integrate directly in the CRM they're already using, but you're going to find ways to drive sales for that ISV's customers. Now, you're not just another sales rep, you're a strategic partner. Your next frontier is data and automation. The winners in this industry aren't just selling products, they're going to be selling solutions. Building out automated reports show merchants their top selling products, their busiest hours, or when chargebacks are coming from. Data isn't just numbers, it's leverage. Your next thing is do you have a software partner that doesn't offer robust analytics? Well, there's your opening. Be the guy who can bridge that gap, offering insights the merchant can't get anywhere else. Now, your bottom line, Dawson, is yes, dual pricing and ISVs are still very much in the mix. But the real game now, it's finding new ways to leverage data, automation, and integrations to add value beyond the transaction. Now, my next question comes from Jona Seaton from Boonville, Indiana, and she's wanting to know about Global Payments' acquisition of WorldPay. Is this a positive or a negative? Well, Big moves in the payment space always cause waves, and Global Payments acquisition of WorldPay is a tsunami. And for that, I'm going full Clint Eastwood on you. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the good thing about this acquisition here is scale and resources, because on the positive side, this acquisition brings serious scale. WorldPay's infrastructure combined with Global's network means better rates, more robust technology, and deeper product pockets for research and development. And this is an opportunity because if you're a rep who can leverage these resources, example, enhanced POS systems, mobile payments, next-gen reporting, you're in a prime position to capture mid-market and enterprise clients. Here's the bad, and that is market consolidation. Let's not sugarcoat it. When giants merge, the little guys can get squeezed. Fewer processors mean less competition, which can lead to rate increases. Because with fewer options, merchants may see rates tick up as consolidation gives processors more pricing power. The next thing is service issues, because WorldPay and Global Payments will need time to fully integrate. That transition period is a prime time for severe hiccups. And third, the ugly. That means more complexity for ISOs and agents. Because for these two groups, this merger can mean navigating new contract structures, potentially tighter margins, and more hoops to jump through for approvals. Here's your action step. Reach out to your WorldPay or Global rep and get ahead of the messaging. If rates are going up or contract terms are shifting, be the first to let your merchants know and offer them a solution. Now, the bottom line, this acquisition isn't all bad, but it's not all good either. Your move is to position yourself as a trusted guide during the transaction, helping merchants navigate the shakeup with confidence. Now, one last thing is the merger actually going to go through? I'm no expert on this, but I'm hearing there are some pretty big regulatory hurdles to jump on this. More on that later. Our last question today comes from Gannon Lang from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And Gannon wants to turn the Wayback Machine to about 2020 and discover what that impact of Buyer's Choice was when it first launched. Okay, and what this is a program that allows merchants to let their customers choose between card and cash pricing. Now, when it first hit, it made waves. But how big were those waves really? So, Buyer's Choice was positioned as a win-win. Merchants could maintain profitability, and customers got transparency. It was especially powerful for high-ticket merchants like auto repair shops and medical practices, and niche verticals where price sensitivity was a factor. Now, where it really excelled was high margin and high ticket, and those were the biggest wins in those industries. For example, if a merchant is selling a $1,500 auto repair job or a $2,000 HVAC installation, that ability to pass that fee was a game changer. Here's your example. An auto shop installs a $2,500 transmission. With Buyer's Choice, that merchant can offset $75 in processing fees and still keep the ticket price intact. Big time stuff. Now, where it struggled was low ticket, high volume. And it's still a struggle for that matter. Because for these small ticket, high volume businesses like coffee shops or salons, quite frankly, the program struggled while the margin struggled. Customers just weren't willing to pay that surcharge always on that $3 latte or $25 haircut. So the lesson is Buyer's Choice is still a strong play, but it's best reserved for the right type of merchants. Pair it with dual pricing for a 1-2 punch. So again, the bottom line is Buyer's Choice was and remains a solid program with targeted effectiveness. It's still relevant today, but you got to know the product and you got to put it in the right context. Pitch it to the right verticals, and it is a money maker. Thanks for the question, Gannon. And folks, that's a wrap on another Mailbag Friday. We dug into industry trends with Dawson, dissected a major acquisition with Jona, and revisited the Buyer's Choice program with Gannon. You know what? Now it's your turn. Get your rhino on. Take what you've learned, hit the streets, and start adding value in new ways. And remember, it's about selling smarter. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and share.